Hello and welcome to Jill Cameron Creations. Today we're going to do a layered floral image with a foiled sentiment, and the stamps that we're going to be using today are by Pinkfresh Studio. There's the card sketch that we're going to go off of, and the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm showing you the products that I'm using, including the background stamp. And the background stamp's really cool because it actually comes apart. So you could take that center out of it, or you can take some of the side pieces out of it. It's really cool. It all comes apart, but it's a red rubber foam mounted stamp. It's really, really cool. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the background first, and I'm doing this directly on the card base. I am using the new Distress Oxide ink Speckled Egg. I really like this color. It's such a complementary color to everything. It is amazing. I will definitely have all of the individual products linked, and then there is a package I think that's still available over on scrapbook.com, and I will link that as well. And it has the glaze and the Distress Oxide and the regular Distress ink, as well as the sprays and the paint and all kinds of stuff. And I got all of it because it's such a great color that I'm going to use it on everything. Absolutely gorgeous. So I set that aside and let that background dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and foil my sentiment here, and I'm using the Hello Dearest hot foil glimmer plates by Spellbinders. And you see my hot foil glimmer machine, and I will link to the video that includes how to do the hot foil glimmer machine. I did one right after it came out, and that has not changed in how you do that. I don't have anything special to cut or hold or anything like that. My foil as I do it because I like it in the rolls, and I just take a craft foam knife and cut across it and put it on there. Don't forget to trim down your foil piece to approximately the size that will cover the plate, and remove as much excess as you possibly can. That eliminates the possibility of it having stray pieces of foil in different places, and then if you do get stray foil in different places, though, just take your mono sand eraser and just rub over it real light, and it will remove it. So I did that very quickly, and like I said, I will link to the video on how to do the Glimmer hot foil machine. But literally, you just let it heat up, do its thing, and then take and put it over in your die cut machine and roll it through and apply the pressure. I think pretty much the best part of doing foiling is pulling that foil off there and seeing that beautiful image below it. This particular Glimmer hot foil plate has the coordinating die. You'll see that up there in the left, and I'm going to go ahead and die cut this out. Don't forget that you need to not pick up these plates because they do get warmish, and they will scorch your little fingers there. And I'm going to go ahead and die cut this out. If you are worried about the foil coming off when you run it through your die cutting machine, just put a piece of typing paper over it, and it won't stick to the plate from the pressure of pushing that through. Also, when you run this through your die cutting machine with the Glimmer hot foil plates, run it through back and forth a couple times. That way you know that the image got fully pressed down and the foil is sticking where it's supposed to there. Now I'm going to stamp this, and this is a Pinkfresh Studios, what is it called? Modern Florals. And the first thing that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to die cut this from the white cardstock that I'm going to stamp it from. And I'm doing this a little bit backwards because there's no outline for this image. It is just the solid images of the stamps themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut the image first from my white cardstock, and then I'm going to put that entire image back in the negative white space, and I'm going to washi tape each of the images, the whole entire image there, and I'm going to washi tape it back into the spot where it's supposed to be. That way when I actually stamp it, I know where all of my images are supposed to go. The first stamp that I'm going to put down is going to be the stems, and the stems are going to be dark green and that is my first point of contact on my stamp set, and that also allows me to figure out the placement of the flowers around it and my leaves as well. I'm using Altenew ink moss green to stamp the stems on this, and I'm going to stamp it twice. I'm also putting in a piece of acetate there, as you saw, so that I can make sure I'm stamping it on the acetate first to make sure that the image is in the proper place and I don't need to shift it anywhere. And the acetate that I'm using is actually a stamp sheet from Stampin' Storage. I cut it down so it would fit into my mini Misty here, and it is amazing. It doesn't crinkle, it doesn't wrinkle. I just can't put my magnet down on it, which is absolutely fine. But this allows me to make sure that my images are exactly where I want them before I stamp them down, especially on these layered florals. So I'm going to put my acetate back in on each of the layers, as you can see, and I am stamping pretty much everything twice so that I get good coverage on absolutely everything, and it is an amazing stamp set. While we're finishing up the stamping here, I want to remind you that I have a Facebook group. It is Handmade Cards by You. Come and join me over on Facebook with that and share your handmade projects, ask questions, and just have a great community with other fellow card makers out there and get to know one another in a little bit more intimate setting. It is a brand new card group, so there's not very many people in it, which is why I need you to come and join it. And we will have, I will do Facebook Lives every once in a while. Like the other day I did one. Even though nobody watched it, that's absolutely fine with me. It's because it's going to still be there in the video section in the group. But I shared 3 tips for card makers, and it was 3 very important tips that you'll want to go and check out. So head over to Facebook and do that. I'll put the link down below, along with the link to my courses over on a platform called Thinkific. I will link to my courses that I have. I have a Card Making 101 course that's completely and totally free, and it answers a whole ton of questions about inks and paper and stamps and a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then we have the Card Maker Society, and that is a monthly membership that discusses a very different topic every single month and a different technique for card makers each and every month. And this month, for the month of June, it's all about masculine cards. So it's like the color combinations you can use for masculine cards. I give 2 examples of those and a card sketch that you can use in your card making, as well as 4 different examples, and walk you through the videos and the lessons on how to do those different things and how to translate the card sketch in different ways and utilize the color palettes in different ways. So it's very, very unique topics every single month, and it will be 4 lessons every month of a unique topic. There's also 3 different success paths that are in that program as well, and it makes sure that you have the foundational knowledge to be able to keep up with the lessons that we're going through every single month. It might be a specific topic, like this month is Father's Day cards, basically masculine cards, but next month we're going to be looking at a completely different topic, and we're going to look at a specific technique. So I want to make sure that everybody has a good foundation for that. And there's also Q&A lives every month with that program, with the Card Maker Society, as well as a private Facebook group as well. So you definitely want to go and check that out. It's a 3-day free trial for the Card Maker Society, so you can check it out before you make that commitment to the program. And I definitely I'll leave that link below as well. As always, all the products that I use will be linked below, and it is, I absolutely love that stamp set from Pinkfresh Studio. It is absolutely gorgeous. And see what I mean about that Distress Oxide ink being such a grounding color for just about everything. It just, it blows me away how much I needed that color in my life and didn't have it before. It's heartbreaking. Okay, So now to give that card a little bit of oomph, I'm going to go ahead and actually die cut 2 more of the floral images from just white cardstock. Remember, I'm using inexpensive, aka cheap, index card for the background behind the scenes dies like this, so that I can stack them up. That's one way you can save money, is to use that inexpensive cardstock behind things so that you don't waste your money, waste your paper, that kind of thing. Okay. Don't forget also to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's really important so that you don't miss anything. Also, I am doing 30 days of cards, and I think this is day 3. Yep, this is day 3. See, I lose count so easy sometimes. This is day 3 for my 30 days of cards, and next month we're going to be doing Christmas in July. Yay. Alright, so I'm finishing up this card really quick, and I'm going to finish it off with something that I don't use that often, and I forget about, even though it stares me in the face all the time, and that is some Stickles. What's the difference in Stickles and Nouveau Drops, you ask? Stickles is very similar to Nouveau Drops. It is actually more along the lines of glitter glue than it is Nouveau Drops. Nouveau Drops has a self-leveling formula in their glue. In their drops. It isn't like a glue kind of thing. But Stickles reminds me more of glitter glue, because even it doesn't have that self-leveling dome kind of thing to it. Whereas Nouveau Drops, the glitter is more suspended and the finished product is more dome-like if you're doing drops on stuff. And the glitter, you can't feel the glitter in it, if that makes sense. Whereas with Stickles, it is more glue-like because you can feel the glitter in it. So that's just my personal observation on the products themselves and how they function and how they look in the finished product there. So you can take that with a grain of salt if you want to, but that's kind of the difference in it. Stickles has been around forever and ever and ever. I also have, that's actually something of one of my tips that I have about Nouveau Drops over on the Facebook group, the Handmade Cards by You. Yeah, that's the Nouveau Drops is a tip on that. So I'm finishing up this card really quickly here, and I'll have the links to the Glimmer Hot Foil video that I did way back when, and then I will also have the links to all of the things that I talked about today, including the products and the blog post over on my blog. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please definitely let me know, and we will see you soon.